Salah and Alexander-Arnold separated by teammates in angry Liverpool training incident. The Reds were preparing for their upcoming match against Paris Saint-Germain at Anfield on Tuesday. Mohamed Salah and Trent Alexander-Arnold were seen in what appeared to be a tense confrontation during training ahead of Liverpool's Champions League clash with PSG. The two players were caught on camera exchanging words, with Salah smiling and laughing, while Alexander-Arnold appeared visibly frustrated. Their teammates quickly stepped in to separate them. Liverpool is in a strong position ahead of the second leg against PSG, having secured a 1-0 advantage from their match at Parc des Princes last week. Harvey Elliott's late goal made the difference, with goalkeeper Alisson Becker playing a crucial role in keeping the hosts in the game. A draw on Tuesday night would be enough for Liverpool to progress to the quarter-finals, and the team held an open training session ahead of the match. During this session, Salah and Alexander-Arnold were seen confronting each other, with the latter seeming upset by something his teammate had done or said. The footage, captured by Beanieman Sports, shows Alexander-Arnold having a frank conversation with Salah as they, along with other Liverpool players, walk off the field. The situation escalates when Ibrahima Konate steps in to intervene, with Elliott, the hero of the first leg in Paris, stepping in between Salah and Alexander-Arnold. It's unclear what triggered the disagreement, but it likely arose from a competitive drill during training. Arne Slot will be hoping the two players resolve their differences ahead of the important match against PSG. Liverpool still has work to do to ensure their place in the last 8 of the competition. Off the pitch, both Salah and Alexander-Arnold, along with Virgil van Dijk, are nearing the final months of their contracts with Liverpool. This is a topic that has been a frequent point of discussion since Slot arrived at the club, with limited time remaining to finalize deals for the trio. Alexander-Arnold has also been heavily linked with a move to La Liga giants Real Madrid. Former Liverpool and Real Madrid player Steve McManaman commented on the potential transfer, saying he could understand why Alexander-Arnold would consider leaving for a new challenge. He shared with The Athletic, "If he wants to experience a new lifestyle, a new language, and a new culture, I wouldn't have any problem with that. It would be a huge loss for Liverpool, but if it's what he wants, I'd fully respect his decision and be proud of him, as he's a local lad who has achieved incredible things with the club. Real Madrid is a more professionally run and well-oiled machine now than when I joined. They've got the new stadium and some of the world's best players, including Jude Bellingham, who is close to Trent. He's won every possible trophy with Liverpool." Arne Slot responds to PSG's surprise claim ahead of the match. Arne Slot has dismissed the notion that his players need extra motivation for their upcoming match against Paris Saint-Germain, despite the bold comments made by the French side after their 1-0 loss last week. PSG were frustrated by the result, despite dominating possession and firing 27 shots at goal, while Liverpool had just 2. PSG midfielder Vitinha confidently stated that his side would advance in the second leg and win at Anfield. Reports also suggested PSG were caught off guard by Liverpool's performance, which defied expectations given the Premier League team's struggles this season. In response to these comments, Slot remarked, "I think some of them mentioned that Arsenal and Bayern Munich were better than us. That may be true, but PSG have improved in recent months, having played away at both Arsenal and Bayern Munich, and I saw both those games. They've definitely made progress." He continued, "It's up to them how they feel. I can't influence that, but I'm hoping they'll have a different perspective tomorrow." When asked if those comments would fuel extra motivation for his players, Slot said, "I don't think anyone needs extra motivation. Not their players, not ours. When you're playing at Anfield in a knockout stage. Both teams are among the best in Europe, and we're all looking forward to this match. There's no need for any additional motivation. We all need to perform at our best when playing top-level teams like PSG." Slot acknowledged that Liverpool would need to be at their best to defeat PSG, describing them as the most complete team they have faced so far this season. "We've played Arsenal and Manchester City, and it's not that there's a huge gap between them and PSG, but the quality and intensity of PSG's play are on another level," he said. He added, "Let's be honest. We're talking about one of the richest clubs in the world. They have immense quality and a great manager who has shaped them into a formidable side, which will own." Darwin Núñez has reportedly decided to leave Liverpool at the end of the season. Here's the reason behind the decision. Speculation about Darwin Núñez's future at Liverpool has been rife, and it's easy to see why. Núñez joined the club for a significant fee, with potential add-ons pushing the deal to 85 million, a record transfer for the Reds. The expectation surrounding him was high, given his impressive attributes. Núñez possesses all the qualities you'd want in a top striker. He's strong, lightning fast, direct, and capable of taking on multiple defenders. However, his inconsistency in front of goal has been a major issue. While his performances against Paris Saint-Germain as a substitute and Southampton demonstrated his potential, his inability to convert chances has been a problem. Despite this, Núñez's raw talent and flashes of brilliance have made it difficult for Liverpool to give up on him. If only everything could click into place. Earlier this year, Anfield Watch reported that Liverpool had rejected offers from the Saudi Pro League for Núñez during the January transfer window. The Reds weren't ready to part ways with him, even for a considerable sum. However, it seems things will be different in the summer. While Liverpool may find it hard to let him go, it appears that Núñez has already decided to move on. Darwin Núñez wants to leave. According to Sky Sports, Núñez has become tired of life in England and is seeking a move to a location that aligns more closely with his Latin roots, specifically Spain. Atletico Madrid are seen as the leading candidates for his signature as they look for a replacement for Antoine Griezmann. There's talk of a potential strike partnership between Núñez and Julian Alvarez, if Diego Simeone can convince the club to pay for the transfer. Anfield Watch recently revealed that Liverpool plans to overhaul their attacking lineup this summer, which means both bringing in new players and moving out existing ones, with Núñez likely among those to leave. It appears that everything is falling into place. Liverpool are prepared to part ways with Núñez, and he seems just as ready to move on. Liverpool's challenges and PSG's approach. Liverpool doesn't have the luxury of feeling sorry for itself. Despite topping the league phase of the revamped Champions League, they now find themselves facing a tough challenge in the round of 16 against PSG. A situation made even more difficult by the French side's strength. Against all odds, Liverpool left the Parc des Princes with a 1-0 aggregate advantage. Alisson delivered an extraordinary performance, which he himself acknowledged, while Núñez and Harvey Elliott combined for the decisive blow. This was by far the toughest test Liverpool has faced under Arne Slot's leadership. Perhaps Slot's earlier frustrations with Nottingham Forest's defensive approach will now pale in comparison to the challenge posed by PSG's dynamic attackers like Bradley Barcola, Kvicha Kvaratskhelia, Ousmane Dembele, and Desire Doué. Despite the advantage, Liverpool isn't counting their chickens just yet. Alisson will likely be called into action again at Anfield, and both Trent Alexander-Arnold and Andy Robertson will need to be at their best to handle PSG's attacking threat. PSG, on the other hand, will enter the second leg with the pressure of knowing they must win to advance. As Luis Enrique pointed out in his press conference, PSG are currently out of the competition and have no choice but to go all out for victory. Enrique also suggested that the winner of this tie could very well go on to reach the final of the Champions League. While he kept his cards close to his chest regarding PSG's lineup, he was full of praise for Liverpool. "I don't think Arne Slot has many doubts about our starting 11 tomorrow, but I don't focus too much on what's going on elsewhere," Enrique said. "I'm not going to reveal who will play or how, but over the course of the two games, we'll see two of the best teams in Europe. I believe that whoever progresses tomorrow will reach the final."